May 2023 be the year that we're known for being curious up close over judging from a distance, loving our neighbors over judging our neighbors, walking with people over standing on issues.
Welcome back. That was a clip of our next guest, author, motivational speaker, Carlos Whittaker, doing what he does best, giving words of wisdom, hope to people. Every single day, Carlos is inspiring his nearly 300,000 followers, also known as his Insta Familia, with his powerful and uplifting messages on dealing with and sometimes beating mental health issues through the power of connection. Please welcome to the show, author and motivational speaker, Carlos Whittaker. Carlos, thank you so much for being here. The book is called How to Be Human.
Yes.
Have we forgotten how to be human?
Yes, we have forgotten. Have we forgotten? We have forgotten. You know, the last few years, we've seen a disconnect, I think, in the humanity of people. And I think people are actually desperate to get back together and be human again.
Right.
And so, you know, I just think that now's the time for that message.
You say that there are 3 ways to connect.
Yes, 3 ways to connect. Be human, see humans, and free humans. Those are the 3 steps. I think people are, the reason why you see so much rage in our country right now, I think honestly, and it's affecting our mental health, is because people are desperate to be seen. And we forgot what it looks like to see somebody that doesn't look like us, doesn't think like us, doesn't vote like us, doesn't talk like us, doesn't love like us. And what I'm trying to do in this book is help people reconnect and realize we can be human again.
You know, that's so interesting. I was up, we're live right now, and I was upstairs watching ABC 7, and they were talking about Memorial Day and all the busy flights, and how at the Chicago airport, they're asking for federal money to have more security because people are brawling on planes. They're brawling in baggage claim. And I'm just like, what? We can't even get off a plane without getting into it with people.
Yeah, absolutely. We can't. And, you know, I think there's a lot of things. I think the mental health issue in our country is feeding into this dehumanizing of other people. And so every day I'm constantly asking myself the question, how can I make sure that I'm not dehumanizing somebody else? And you know what? It takes risk in order to stand up for what you believe in, but also not dehumanize somebody that doesn't believe like you do.
Right.
And I think that is what I'm trying to help people do.
In the book, you talk about free human, and I love this because you say, let's say something all together, out loud, and you use your perfect humor. We said, well, we're actually reading this book at different times, but you want us to say something out loud, and it is, I can do this.
Yes, I can do this. It's so important, you know, everybody, you know, and the way that I think we can do this and the way we can free people and find that humanity again is, I like to say it this way: we don't stand on issues, but walk with people. Don't stand on issues, walk with people. That doesn't mean that issues aren't important. It just means that you're not dehumanizing somebody that stands differently than you do on another issue. So make that your mantra. Don't stand on issues, walk with people.
Your personal journey is very powerful. 15 years. Was it diagnosed anxiety?
Yeah, 15 years diagnosed anxiety. So, I mean, I was taking Paxil every single day for 15 years. And the hope that I try to give people is like, listen, if you're struggling with mental illness, see a doctor, see a therapist, take medicine if you have to. But the hopeful message that I have is I no longer have anxiety. So I struggled, panic attacks every single, and yeah, I mean, the audience hears that, and I think people are actually desperate for that part of the message, that this may not be your story forever. So don't claim your identity in having anxiety. What I like to say is I'm going through a season of anxiety. Why do I say I'm going through a season of anxiety? Because a season has a beginning and it has an end. So suddenly the way I speak about it shifts the trajectory of who I am.
Wow, what a powerful story. I love this book, and I love this. And for everybody traveling on a plane, you should pick this up before you get on a plane or anywhere else today. How to Be Human. It is actually a beautiful journey. What is, you know, because I was thinking about children as well, and teaching this to children, because everything starts as a child. It starts how we treat children, and it starts what we tell children. What's the message to kids?
You know, I think for kids, it's really important for them to be able to name their feelings. So whenever your kids are struggling, you know, say, okay, like, what is this feeling that you're feeling? And I also think it's okay to differentiate and let your kids know, especially in today's culture, I've got teenagers, that just because you're sad does not mean you're depressed. And so you can be sad. Depression is big, it's huge, it's growing, But I think we've got to teach our kids how to differentiate some of these emotions with true mental health struggles. And when we see it with kids, make sure that your kids go to talk to somebody. Make sure your kids are in therapy. All 3 of my kids go to a place called Daystar in Nashville, which is a great place for kids to go talk to somebody else. They've gone through it their entire lives, and I just think it's healthy for our kids to have someone besides their parents that they can
talk to
unload
them.
with. Yep.
Well, congratulations on the book. Make sure you check it out. Carlos Whittaker's best-selling book, How to Human, is out now. For more information on Carlos's upcoming tour, go to TamronHallShow.com.